welcome back to the interview with Ben Lee. We are just waiting for him to join and we shall continue the conversation. Like he said, yes, when I visited the states in Northeast, there was a little soreness to the way people from other parts of India actually treated them, and they so it has always been, there has always been a crack that needs to be mended with the Northeast states citizens, and I do not think that they are anything different than us, and we should consider them as equal citizens with us. I'll just wait for Benley to join us again so that we can continue with the conversation, and if possible I'll ask him to play the bass as well so that we have a lighter note to listen into as well. If you have any questions for Benley, you are most welcome to send it to us and we shall definitely ask him. But yeah, I think so far the conversation has been really good. If you do want to wish Nagaland at any point in time, I'm sure you can get in touch with him and he'll be happy to help you guys visit the best places possible over there. I'm just trying to get him to join back. Just give me a minute. He should be joining in another few seconds, so yeah, just please wait for him. Has anyone of you been to Nagaland before? Anything that you have experienced out there, if you have, or what is your thought about it? So Benley has joined again, and let me add him here quickly. Hey Benley, thank you for joining back.
Yeah, hey, hello.
Yeah, thanks for joining back. So yes, we will continue with the conversation where we left off. So yes, I agree that there have been some sad tones or sour experiences from the other parts of India, people coming from other parts of India into Northeast states, or even while people from Northeast states visit other parts of India, there has been always a misunderstanding of their originality and their existence and all that. Yes. So for all that, at least personally, I would like to apologize to all of you that you have been not really given the due respect of being an Indian citizen out here.
I would just like to answer to this person here.
Yeah, sure.
Mumbaikar Prasad. Yes, Mumbaikar Prasad, since you want to know about the food that we must try, like I have already said in the first section, there are so many foods. It depends on what you want to have. It's a veg or non-veg. So you have options there. Don't worry about it. Just go about and just ask them, explore, and the people will be most happy to help you with. If I have to tell you about all the food, I think this would go for another 3-4 sessions. So yes, bush food was popular here, but it is not anymore openly sold now. I would not lie to you. It is being sold, but it's been strictly enforced, and it's, unless you have some friend who has offered you bush food at his home, like hunted at his farm or something, that is a different thing. But wildlife protection here, as even our own Nagaland Motorcycle Club has done anti-wildlife campaign also, and anti-wildlife hunting campaign also for them. And I personally have done wildlife campaign for the Amur falcon and softback turtle, things like that. Also with Outlook Traveler, Precious Kamai, I've traveled with her also on this. So hunting.
Sorry, we lost you.
My father was a fisherman. He loved to hunt, and that's tradition for us. But I've learned to stay away from it for some years now. From the especially bush hunting and all this. So bush hunting, I would still say bush food is not approved here anymore. Like as a guest, somebody might offer it to you, that is fine. But if you're particularly looking for just go shopping for like a marketing or trying to buy bush food, I would not suggest you do that. I would really suggest you need to do that. I hope that answers your question, sir. Mumbai Biker Prasadji.
So yes, wildlife has to be really preserved, and with all the hunting and poaching and everything going around, so many species have been endangered, and it is so difficult to find uh, these endangered species, and even the sightings are so less. Like even the tiger itself is so endangered, and that's because of poaching and unnecessary hunting. So I agree to that. We should not really encourage uh, hunting and poaching along the way. Definitely. So yeah, Benley, can you play the bass for us? Is it possible?
No, it's not with me now. Actually, I'm in the comforts of a friend's place. I came
Okay.
for my dose of injections. I'm down with flu and fever now. Actually,
Oh, oh.
so even
I
even
hope
my
it's
mother
not very
mother and
bad.
our girl, yeah, and our girl who helps us, like our sister, yeah, they
Uh-huh.
were all tested. We have all had to undergo some COVID tests because, like, we had some dry cough and all. So turned
Mm-hmm.
out negative, thankfully. And then now we are all
Okay.
at home. Everybody is down with fever and flu. So
Mm-hmm.
guitar has been kept away for now.
Oh my God. Oh my God. But yeah, I mean, it would have been lovely to listen to you play. And Lalit Parma is very obsessed to see your six pack, which I'm not going to tell you to show because it's not good. अभी नजर नहीं लगाना है
Maybe,
मुझे.
maybe Lalit, brother Lalit can see it when he comes for NERM coming here.
Yeah, I will get him
Just
along.
it's not fully a six anymore now. It's more like I'm almost 40 now, so it's not a six now. It's more like a family pack, almost family pack, and almost six pack in between.
But then you have been a fitness freak as well. So how did you come along with these Krav Maga and other things? Like, where did you train for that?
Well, I was not directly into. I didn't straight learn Krav Maga. I'm the lone child, single child. My mother actually wanted me to, be standing on my own feet and defending myself, kind of thing. My mother. I was in class 4 that time, and then I got into a fight once in class 4, and then I had beaten up that person badly, and I got beaten up badly myself. He
Oh,
was my senior. So my mom
okay.
said, "No, this is not how it's going to be. You have too much of anger issues since you were a kid." So ऐसे भी my dad and हम दोनों का नहीं पटता था, तो that
अच्छा.
anger thing always used to be there, and so my mom said, "No, you need to go learn taekwondo." My dad was against it. Those days only taekwondo was there.
Mm-hmm.
So uh, I I went joined taekwondo. I wasn't very interested much about the taekwondo thing. But then somehow I learned, and then my master was Shyam Bijoy that time. I still respect and honor him because he's one of the first people I actually got into this fully into this martial art thing. I got into taekwondo, and then through him I met another kickboxing legend of our place in Thailand, that is Shumen Chanam. They are both from Manipur, by the way. Sir
Uh-huh.
Shyam Bijoy is also from Manipur, and Sir Shomen Chanam was also from Manipur. And then some brief years with taekwondo, and then I could never compete professionally. I went up to my blue belt, I guess. Yes, a blue belt. And I shifted to. They were offering the Sports Authority of India. They were offering boxing classes, like free boxing classes to anyone who
Wow.
came there. So I just went and I just enrolled, and then the idea of kickboxing came into me, and then I watched some Van Damme movies, and then somehow I came to know he's a kickboxer. But I don't know somehow, and then the Sir Chomen Shanam, I would see him practicing kickboxing. I got really thoroughly. I got very motivated. That was when I made Sir Okinjit Okinjit, who is also the Muay Thai Federation head, one of the heads in Asia as well. So I didn't learn directly from him, but I learned through some other channels and who were also his students. And then I also somehow upgraded, and then met him a couple of times, and then I also learned some Muay Thai stuff from him, and then his workshops, and I would never miss attending his Muay Thai workshops. And then Muay Thai thing happened, and then I came back, and then it was just football stuff and all that. I played for the district as in the junior team in football, that is. And then later on, I was also with the school team for some time, in the higher secondary school team for some time, and then Muay Thai thing was just later on. It didn't become too much of a thing for me. I could just the thing for music came about then. So by that time, my friend, there are this Lyman who was our guitarist in school, and then this Alobo Naga. I'm sure you know about him. So Alobo Naga and we are childhood friends, and then he also, like, both of us were neighbors as well and childhood friends. So he somehow, like, discussed about forming a band, and then
Uh-huh.
I started off I don't know, drummer, home learned drummer, and then a better drummer came by, and then I had nothing to do. Some Alobo
Okay.
was playing the guitarist, and then there's another guitarist, and then there's a drummer. Now I'm unemployed kind of thing, jobless. So he said, "Yeah, why don't you play the bass?" Then that's when bass started. And then there
Wow.
are some good neighbors of mine who are like Utimua. I have so much of respect for this brother called Utimua, who was my neighbor. The entire family, three brothers, who were all good musicians, like seasoned musicians. I would watch him play the bass, and then I would just think I would have to evolve. And then that's how the bass thing came. And then I started learning the bass, and then the bass was in for some time. And then I went for some studies outside, and I was in Delhi that time. And then I met the gym owner of Cross Train Fight Club now, who is Sir Siddharth. He is also with the Indian Association of BJJ, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, that is, and Grappling Association. He is in so many. He's a big time. I'm his big time fan as well. I learned some stuff from him, and then that's how the MMA thing got into me. I got into the
Wow.
MMA thing before there was this. Before those days, I didn't even watch UFC, and I didn't even know what MMA was. But MMA thing
Okay.
got into me, and then I would hear about Krav Maga. I was just reading some books, and then I was watching this National Geographic channel, or was it Discovery? I don't remember. But I watched
Okay.
this Israeli armies. I was always fascinated in being in the defense, so I was watching this Israeli army, and then the Krav Maga, how they are related, and then the Krav Maga thing really got into me. I was always interested in those kind of stuff. So then
Lovely.
I came back to Nagaland, was just at home. Like, I was also that time with the Indian judo team, actually, juniors. I was also learning judo that time. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, so striking was into Muay Thai, and then the judo was thing. So you जैसे तैसे वो MMA हो गया interest, तो अभी फंस गया था MMA totally. But then the Krav Maga thing was somewhere running around the corner of my head to run, to learn also. And then coming back to Nagaland after some years, early after 2000, that is early 2000. So then I met I met a friend who was also a cousin of our Nagaland Motorcycle Club member, seniors,
Uh-huh.
Pirusa and all that. I met this brother who was about my age, Diburusa. He had just bought Krav Maga, and then I saw this ad in the paper, and I couldn't wait. I had seen this on Facebook ads, so I was waiting for it. It was postponed for a year, I think, if I remember right.
Okay.
I would just call up the number often and just ask him, and then finally it was in Dimapur, and I couldn't wait. I attended from the first day, and that is how it just evolved. And then I attended classes from Sir, like, big salute, big salute to Sir Vicky Kapoor. I'm sure Vicky Kapoor is a big brand, big name of Krav Maga India.
Yeah.
If people don't know Vicky Kapoor, you are missing out on Krav Maga big time. So I think you should follow cross Krav Maga India, and Vicky Kapoor is the head there, and he trains the defense forces, the police, state police services in many places, and as well as civilians. So yes, I'm very honored to be under Sir Vicky Kapoor of Krav Maga.
Beautiful.
That is how it has been, and Krav Maga is still on, and I don't think it's going to stop till I grow old. I'm still learning. I'm still learning, and I'm still planning to learn more. I'm planning to actually appear some more exams for Krav Maga.
Great, great. So coming back to your biking, which is the one place that you would love to visit in India or anywhere in the world? I
This is
mean,
something I would
where you
just
would like to go
repeat.
riding?
This is something I would just like to repeat. I did 2 weeks back also with Royal Enfield one interview. I was asked the same question. So it's always been the
Okay,
northern part of India that I wanted to explore, and then the western part of India. So especially Ladakh Spiti to वो सबका bucket list में होता ही है because I
uh-huh.
was actually planning to go there. I had to come back halfway.
Okay,
My late dad was undergoing cancer treatment that time, so I was on my way. I got back from Siliguri. So my
uh-huh.
plan was to enter Bhutan. My plan was to go to Bhutan and then travel. I was doing a solo ride and meet one
Mm-hmm.
friend in Siliguri, and both of us were planning to ride. But even unfortunately, I had to come back. So it's still
Okay,
on in my bucket list. God willing, I'm planning to do it one day and visit like those northern parts. So I want to visit as many places as possible, like the fields in Punjab, Ludhiana, and all those. I still want to visit those places. Some friends I want to meet there again. Some of my old friends there.
uh-huh.
Prajit Singh. Prajit Singh was is also somebody who got me very interested into the history of Royal Enfield. Actually, he
Mm-hmm.
knows so much about Royal Enfield. He's not much into the riding community, but they're he's the third generation, and his son is the fourth generation person who is still into Royal Enfields.
Oh,
So
okay,
I've learned so
nice.
many things about him. Yeah, he tends to stay low profile, but I have a feeling he must be watching this. He's on Facebook as well and Instagram as well. So yeah, and
Definitely.
western part of India, I really want to visit, and especially like this is a long time dream. I just want to close down the entire stretch of road in the desert in Rajasthan and just take off my
Wow.
helmet, wear a scarf around, and I just want to ride in the open fields in the hot sun and the dust and the
Oh my
sands
God.
blowing around. And that's something I've always, and just feel the wind and the thump of my, and it has to be done with a Royal Enfield, like not any other bike, Royal Enfield. I want to feel the thump,
Okay.
silence of those desert, and then you just feel the thump and the wind, the feeling of freedom and then the peace. I just want to feel that once. Like Spiti, Ladakh, and all. It's they are great places. I'm sure to visit, but lately we all know it's been so crowded now. I just want to feel that, feel the ride and then outskirts in the desert. That is something I've always wanted to do, and just sit, camp for a while, eat, drink, and just relax, pray, meditate, and then just thank God for a wonderful ride and wonderful life, and then just continue riding, things like that. I want to do that.
Awesome. Do
Riding in
come
the
to
desert,
Maharashtra as
riding
well.
in
It
the
is part of the west part of India. So do come here as well when you come down to the west visiting us, and we will be definitely glad to host you here.
I'll plan to do that. God willing, I'm planning to do that. I'll just say He has blessed me immensely to this day. I'm sure I'll be blessed more and I'll be pushed further. And like without Him, without His will, I don't think I can do anything in life. So there are so many things I want to do in life, but yeah, without His will, I don't think you know my will and His will should connect if I want to do something according to me,
Definitely,
according to
and
my
I'm
belief.
sure his will be like his will always be with you, and you can realize all your dreams to nowhere whatever you want to do. And
Yes, yes.
yeah,
I
you have
sincerely
stayed
hope.
strong all this while, and he will help you stay strong in the future as well.
Definitely, definitely.
So yeah, I think since you can't play the guitar right now, you should play it sometimes and put it on your Instagram so we can hear it at least at that time rather than
I think I have a couple of months back. I posted. I'm not much of such a good player, but I had posted a video on Instagram. On my Instagram wall, there's one video. I think you can always check it out. That was the best I could do, I guess.
yeah, but maybe you can record and send it to me, and I'll put it on our Instagram so that people can listen to it sometime.
Chalo,
I'm
chalo.
sure you
I'll
play
definitely
very well.
I'll do something. I'll tag you in the video, and you can always share it.
Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed talking to us today and had a good time with us, and you would love to be with us more rather than just
Yeah,
be
yeah.
on
I,
this.
I I do not even know how I was picked and how I got into this thing. When there are so many talented, immensely experienced bikers and senior bikers. But yes, I'm humbled and I'm honored, and to be in a name such like yours, like Roaring Motorcycles we know is a big time online name for many people. And well, I also would like to acknowledge those people who have pushed me into this motorcycling thing, and every day they pushed me and all that. And Lalit Palmer is still after my tattoo. This is my tattoo. This is my
Yeah,
tattoo.
he loves to see the study. You have to get it closer to the camera. We can't see it.
So yeah, and I would also like to humbly acknowledge your and also wish Roaring Motorcycles and you all your families the best in life, and prosperity and more of good health. And
Thank you.
yes, and I would also like to apologize if my conversation during my entire state of conversation, if my any particular word or any particular understanding of mine has offended anyone.
No, not at
Whoever,
all. Not at all.
no, just in case there are other people. So just in case, if it might have sounded a little arrogant to some people, or if my sense of understanding has been a little lesser than those. There are people who know more than me, and I've just been talking and talking, and there are people who know more than me. So those
No,
people,
not
like,
at
there are
all.
people.
It's always better to know how you feel, or how the locals in their own states feel when tourists or travelers go around visiting them and they don't treat them right. And in most of my interviews, I always say, and uh, even the guests say, that whenever we go to whichever place we are going to, we should respect the people living there, and respect the way their lifestyle and everything. Because one thing is for sure, that we can go to that place is only because you people are there. Otherwise, I mean, if the people are not there, what is the use of we going and just seeing the place and coming back? No one is there to help us around. No one is there to help us stay, have food, or do anything for that matter. So yes, respect is very much necessary no matter where you go. Every individual has to be respected, and you have said nothing wrong about it.
Yes,
Absolutely nothing.
simple
Don't
example.
apologize.
I forgot to put forward this simple example. Like I always tell some of my friends, you cannot expect non-vegetarian food at a vegetarian's place. Things like that.
Absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
come home, you visit somebody who eats non-veg, and you cannot go. I'm sorry, you cannot visit someone who eats veg, and just because you are non-vegetarian doesn't mean you can go and just ask them for non-vegetarian food. No, that sort of respect for each other's home and boundaries. That is all we want, yeah. And then the rest is all yours, yeah. You can always have fun here. You can stay at our place, you can have fun. It's no issues. And besides that, we Nagas aren't we are not so picky people. We are okay with everything. We are very open-minded. We are okay with everything. Your opinion will count. Your opinion will always count whenever you are here. Just that, just the simple thing to do is respect before you respect, also always try to find out about lifestyle and the traditions, cultures of the
Yes.
families and clans and
Yeah.
villages.
Absolutely. And I agree to that. And yeah, thank you very much for joining us, and talking to us and giving us insight on your state, about your state, food, culture, and lot more about yourself as well. I wish you recover very soon, and also a speedy recovery to your entire family. And you should come out of all this cold, cough, fever, and everything very fast.
Thank you
So,
so much. Lalit still wants to see my tattoo, so this is about
yeah,
it. My tattoo. This is about it.
that's a beautiful tattoo.
That's a
Yeah, it's a beautiful.
tribal tattoo, and this is a
Uh-huh.
cross. Being a Christian, and this is like a meaning. It's like a meaning as a cross bounded by barbed
Uh-huh.
wires and barbed into my hand, like and bound as a Christian.
Okay,
So
that's
this is a
beautiful.
this, this is a crucifix. So it's more like a message that I'm bound as a Christian, and this is my
Mhm.
horoscope. The skeletal remains of a scorpion.
Okay, that's a lot of tattoo on your hand, but it looks really nice and attractive.
These
Definitely.
tattoos are actually things I got out of frustration. I had actually after my class 12, I've actually passed out the NDA. I really wanted to join the army. I had passed out the NDA and I was called for the second phase of interview. And I knew I would pass. But my dad didn't want me to go, and then somehow हमको नहीं भेजा. I was stopped from going
Acha.
to the army. So the very 2 days later, I was so frustrated, and I was requesting him the next day also. He didn't. So the third day, I just got myself tattooed out of anger.
Oh my
Since
God.
you don't want me to join, it was my sort of rebellion kind of thing. But now I regret putting on these tattoos. Now I have the liberty to join at least the territorial army also. But वो भी नहीं हो रहा है ना. So
Is that because of the tattoo?
yes, tattoos are not allowed in the army
Oh God.
as of now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I wish they could just open the venues like as in the U.S. Army and all that. I wish big thing to ask, big thing to wish for. I wish they can just open venues for people like we Nagas are actually the tattoo race also actually, and I think
Yeah, but
if you have like,
at least you have joined the BJP out there to bring up the youth, and show them the right way. So somehow you are definitely linked to the nation, and you are doing your best to bring out whatever you can and do the best for the nation. So yes,
yes,
you need not
yeah.
necessarily be in the armed forces to do the best for our country. Your very
वो
thought
तो
of
है,
doing
लेकिन
that is good enough.
there's nothing like carrying a gun and definitely going out for duty and then no
I know.
infiltration, no politics, no nothing, not much of to think of. Like if you are joining a political party, there's so many things to think of. What will your seniors say? ये करने से वो होगा, वो करने से होगा. Like in the army, you send your plan to just go kill, मरो नहीं तो मरो और वापस आ जाओ. बच गया तो जिंदा वापस आ जाओ, मरा तो झंडा में लिपटे हुए वापस आ जाओ. वो thing ना, that there is always the liberty to, and the mind is always free. But
Yeah.
being into politics, the mind isn't always free. That there are critics but yeah, in Nagaland, I'm glad that like we have two young leaders in the BJP. The state president himself, who is also the higher and technical minister, Shri Tamchin Imna Longkumar is there. He's the BJP president here, young dynamic leader. And then again there is Sir Monlumo Patan. He is also Monlumo. Sorry, not Y Patan. He's Y Patan is there, and then there's Sir Monlumo, who is also a young dynamic leader. And then we have our state BJYM president, who is more or less like an elder brother to me. His name is Benjamin Yukotomi, who also loves to ride motorcycles.
Okay.
His brother Kevin Yoptomi is like my mera Rose Jhagara Karne wala elder brother, who is our central chief of Nagaland Motorcycle Club.
Okay.
So
Great.
people like them in the party, and we are also in the motorcycling fraternity. Somehow we touch each other, and then in the BJP also, it's great actually. We are connecting everywhere. So it's good to have them in the leadership.
Awesome. So yeah, thank you very much again for joining us, and it was really wonderful talking to you. I had a lovely time listening to all your stories and also about the state. One day I will definitely visit again and try to explore it more, and I'm going to catch hold of you over there to help me to go around all the places
Please,
and
just that.
experience.
Yeah, just that, please let me know a little ahead, because to be very honest, I tend to be like people call me, or like people often tell me you act as like you are too busy, but it's nothing like that. I am like an only child, and I have to take care of my mother, and I love my mother. I have to take care of her.
We all love our parents, right?
Yes, really unpredictable. So I have to be really
No
there
problem.
most of the time. So even my riding thing has, really got down so much. So I keep a hold on everything for now, all my plans. So please let me know a little ahead. That way I can plan out and help
Absolutely.
you whatever needed, that is.
No problems at all. And as I said, everything will fall into place very soon. And you stay blessed and take care of
And
yourself.
you need not
Thank you
worry.
for
We are a
joining
big
us.
fraternity here. We are a big fraternity here. You need not worry. You
Yes.
are roaring motorcycles, so there are other roaring motorcycles here. So you're always welcome. Let me know. Let us know, so we can always help you. We
Yes.
can be there. Somebody or the other will always be there. Don't worry.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
you're always welcome to Nagaland.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And you have a great Sunday and a great week ahead. Take care. Get well soon. And give our wishes to your family as well.
Yes. Take care, you too. Roaring motorcycles. God bless you. May you
Thank
go
you.
more higher.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Take care and bye-bye.
Bye.
So guys, that was Benly Long for you, and I hope you all enjoyed the conversation. Today it was a little longer, but I'm sure that all of you enjoyed the entire session, and look forward to more sessions this Wednesday at 8 p.m. and after that on Sunday at 12 noon as usual. So stay tuned for more stories on Roaring Cycles. Take care till then. Have a good weekend and enjoy your Sunday. Bye bye.